Hello, Just Jax here and welcome to my channel. Today we are going to have, since we are in the month of October, we're going to try some Halloween themed origami. Given our recent reinvigorated confidence, it might be somewhat misplaced, we'll find out. So I've got some black, I've got some deep orange slash red, depends how it comes up there, and some whites. Now we're going to need to turn these into squares to begin with, and how we can do that is by making a simple fold there. We don't even need to fold it, we just need it to be nicely in line. This one is the one that we need to fold. Where we have this line here, we're going to press right up against it. This is the photo paper as well, by the way, so I don't know if this is going to be ideal for origami. We're going to find out. Just another use for it if not. That's the fold we're going to make tight, as we're going to cut that, and then we will have a square of paper. Now you can just tear this, but we're going to try and keep everything nice and square. Well, not it's square anyway, but a crisp edge. That might come in for something else. I used to try and make smaller and smaller pieces. So the first thing we're going to try is we are going to try and do an origami ghost. I'm going to try and do this from memory. So first of all, let's put these creases in. That is somewhat off that corner there, so let's try that again. I'm going to be supping my tea as I'm going because I've got really cold hands. Really cold. At the moment this is going to warm me up a touch. And then we'll do it again this way. And then we're going to do it again, bringing these into the corner here, and bringing these into the centre here. This is all about getting our creases in and our guidelines to begin with. We have this 4 squares in the middle and 8 triangles either side. There's going to be quite a bit of me reaching for my tea, so I want to keep it far enough away I don't spill it on anything or knock it over, because I can have moments like that and try and keep my hands as warm as possible because they're so cold. Now, I'm going to bring one side all the way up to that fold there, so that point hitting that fold. Open that up again, I'm going to do the same the other side. So that point in that fold. Like so. one back in. So we've got, like, at the moment we'll treat this as the top and this is the bottom. And then I think, if I remember right, we bring this side in. Middle, back out again. So like that. Same on the other side. Into the middle. So we've got something a bit like that. Bring that in, bring those in. Looks like we've got some doors here. I'm really struggling to get these fingers to come back to life. So, look like this here, and look like this here. Now we are going to bring these corners in. So you see there's a line there, you want to bring that one down. Like so. It's a reverse fold. So we'll go from that to that. Same again this side. Go off the mark somewhere. There we are. Perhaps photograph paper isn't. Photographic print paper isn't the best for this. It's squeaky. Not as easy to fold as regular paper. So we might swap to regular paper if this doesn't work. We'll see. So now we've still got our doors. We've got our reverse folds in the top there, like that. Folding it. I'd say I was doing this from memory. I'm just bringing it straight down. So we're creating a right angle. So straight down and creating a right angle. So like this now. I should have drawn myself little diagrams as I'm going. Well, this hand's warming up because it keeps touching the mug of tea. So once we've got that, we're going to bring these in. Right into the centre. There. Same again. So now we've got more of a point. More of a point at the bottom of our ghosty. This is what we got at the moment. Now I'm going to start to get him to take a bit more shape. So I'm going to bring the corners in. Try not to slip off, you can see. So this is the back at the moment. Now he's starting to take shape. So now we're just going to bring his little arms in. Little arms in. Little tail poking out. That's a nice simple little ghosty, and what we are going to do is get a permanent marker. You can reach one. You'll do. We're going to pop him a little face on. There we go. Back over there. A nice, simple, once you remember the folds, little ghost. He's pretty cool. Let's pop him over there. We are going to have an attempt at a bat next. Again, this is from memory, so we'll see how we go. This is meant to be easy from what I remember, but we'll see. So this was a big one of those. I just did the trick with that. There's another cut up there. So first off, triangles. This is usually how you start most origami projects. I've already gone well squiff with that fold. And then again, the other way, making quarters again. Bring that all the way down. And where we've got that line, this is where we'll bring that piece. This is essentially going to be the head. I'm going to bring that all the way up here till that folds over there. So that's where our next fold is going to be. And then we're going to bring that up again, and this down to there. That. Like this thing going on at the moment. Again, this probably would have been easier with paper. This is card I'm using. I couldn't find my black paper. So I'm going to give this extra press with these creases. So now we're going to fold that all in half. Open it up. I'm working on the back now. I'm going to bring this right down at a right angle, following that centre line. And same again this side. This is definitely going to have been easier with paper and not card. I can feel that already. We'll open it up. I'm working on the side with a flap. We're going to bring this all the way to that edge. And that's going to be where our next fold is. Same again the other side. This all the way over to that edge there. Now we're getting this sort of thing go on. So that to where this joins with the back. Should be well creased there. Bring it back on itself. It's just going to help with the folds later on. Now we're going to do this, I think. If I remember right. Let's see, we've got a flappy bit face down, little beak. We'll call that the beak. The beak is face down. Should have a few different folds to work with here. So from this point, we're going to bring that I think I'm not quite remembering. Okay, it's that fold coming into the middle. So we've got like a really weird cat's head going on at the moment. Now we're going to bring these, remember, right down so they're like that, I think, if I remember right. So we've got the cat face, somewhat wonky cat face. It's at least starting to take the shape it's meant to take. I just have to remember / work out, because when I'm remembering, I'm also working out at the same time. I have a weird way of processing thought. It's always overcomplicated. Let's just see where we're at. So, I think it's bringing this down. I just can't remember what fold I'm meant to follow, whether I create a new fold. So now it goes like this. That's part of that. So I do think it's something to do with coming down here or coming across here. It's one of those two. Go with coming right down. But I want it to keep. I'm going to go with this. I think it's something like that. Let's find out as we open up. It's starting to take somewhat of a bat form. And I think we go like this. I think. And same for this one. I think comes out like this, I think. Okay, so I'm going to get bat wings. We've got to do some unusual pinch work here. I'm going to pinch these corners, try and make ear/face shape. I think I might have done the ears backwards. I might have done the ears backwards. Let's see if I can pinch it the other way. See if it's not too late. I don't think it's too late. Okay, I think we've got this. I think we've got this. Okay, it's sort of bat-like. Well, I think the ghost was really simple when I remembered where we were. That's pretty simple. Just my memory's crap and it's vaguely bat-like. At least the wings flap around. So it's not too bad. It probably looks really nice if you made a family of them and you had a little string there. It'd probably look pretty cool. Well, we'll pause at that for a second. I really desperately try and warm my hands up. And then we'll try something else. Might be quite fun. We'll try our hand at a little skull. Try our hand. So let's leave that there for a second. Make a cup of tea. Warm up. In the kitchen and it's really cold, so I'm not putting the heating on just yet. It's far too early in the year to give in to the heating. Maybe later on in the evening, but not during the day. So let's try making a skull. I'm going to get some paper out of here for this one. I think we'll go with the pink one, because I'm not really a pink person. So I don't see myself really using this for anything else. But we can call this sugar skull if need be. And that can be part of our design. So let's stick that back up there for a second. That there, that there. Right, let us try our hands at a skull / sugar skull, since I've chosen coloured paper and not white. So we'll work on the reverse side, so we get all this on the front. And I'll get a marker in a moment, so we'll need a marker to put some sockets. So first things first, let's fold it in half, square-wise this time and not triangle-wise. And then open it up and we're going to fold each half into the centre. At least with this being squared I can get a pretty straight edge. We're going to do the same the other side. Fold it into the centre. going to do that one more time. So fold this into the center again. Make sure that's right in there. This is where it's handy having fairly strong thumbnails. Same for this half, bring it in. Oh look, you can see we're not quite square on that side. Let's see if this is a forgiving piece of origami or if it's going to penalise me for not being straight. How off is that? Not terribly. Alright, well we'll see if we can work with that. So now we're going to open up, oops, not completely, just where the one layered door. We're going to fold it in half, lengthways. We're going to do essentially what we did this way, but now this way. So we're going to bring this into the centre. Same again for the top. Bring it into the centre. Made a little square. Should have this sort of thing going on. Now we're going to take these corners from here where that fold is and bring it up. Same the other side. So you've got your little crease line in there. That's where we're going to bring this corner to. Something like that. You can see where we are. We're still on this side. So we're making all our folds in on themselves at the moment. Warm the hands up. That tea is dying a death pretty quick. So now what we're going to do is we are going to bring that in like that. So where we got these folds, we're just going to take this little piece and bring it in and let that triangle follow in. So we've got this sort of thing going on. This sort of shape. Let's just bend it that way a tiny bit. So now, right across here, we're going to bring it back into the middle again. So following where that is, into the middle. Got a little mini oblong. All of that folded in on itself. So this is where it's going to get a little bit tight. We're going to bring this corner into here where there is that crease. So let's bring that up there. Very, very snug at this point. And then we're going to do the same with the top corner. Bring that in, that down that fold line. And same here again. In, down that fold line. Something like this. All those folds are on the back at the moment. We're folding into the front. So let's open them up. And we're gonna find the window and send them in on themselves. Oh, we have gone right squiff down there. And up there. There we go, that's a bit more right. We're going to do same the other side. So open this, bring that fold in, and everything else should fall to where it needs to. So now we've got this rather interesting little shape going on here. I don't know what that resembles. Tiki mask? So we brought those folds in on themselves and around, but we left the back flat, or the front back, however you want to look at it. The side with less folds. So next, this little square has got to come in to create a triangle that's going to fit in that little gap there. It'll be the same again on the other side. So bring that guy in. So now we've got this little flap at the back there. And then we're going to put a fold in across this line. Like that. Now, at the back here, I'm going to open this up. Go back to this point for a second. It's definitely not in that one, or is it? No, it's definitely not in that one. Let's go back to that point for a moment. So I made that crease. Oh, my girl's dreaming. One of my girls is dreaming. She's quite vocal when she dreams. This out. Oh yes, bring this out. Ooh. It's just so well tucked in on itself, it doesn't want to come out. There we go. I think you can see that there. We've got like a little box forming, so we're going to tuck that flap over and in that box. We've got a little pocket. I'm going to fold that back over itself. Just tighten that up as much as we can. Now, we should have this sort of thing. We're just going to pop our finger in there and give it a bit of a curve. What we're going to do we're going to pop a little face on here so it actually looks like what it's meant to be. So let me get my marker. This won't be too fancy. So we're going to go for eyes. And then right across here. Put his teeth in. That's all. Rather tragic looking. You can do a better face if you're willing to unfold it again and then fold it back together, but that's our little skull. He'd probably look better white. He's okay. He's okay. He's interesting anyway. So we have a little ghosty, a little bat, and a little skull. All not without their little trials as we go in. I think I will invest in either some coloured paper, well, some more coloured paper, or just find mine out. I think it's upstairs somewhere. Or actually get some origami paper. But yeah, not too bad. I like them. They've all got a little charm of such. Yeah, at least he'll stand by himself. I think he probably would look better. If I was going full-blown sugar skull, this printed paper would be fantastic for it, because you could add some right cool designs. But yeah, if I do this again, it's going to be white. Definitely white. So, I was going to try doing pumpkin, but I don't know. I think I should find out paper before I try and do anything with any more folds in it. I think I've pushed my luck using card. It's very, very tricky to get the amount of folds in that you need. So we'll call it there for today. But I have got this, and I do want to try and make a pumpkin. I just don't think I'm going to be able to get all the folds in I need with that. So it's as thick as the black was. And that was quite hard to fold. Plus you can see the difference in the lines, just about anyway. This is still fairly thick, but it's not card thick. So it was easier to fold. The lines are a bit tighter and not so stressed. In the card, they are so stressed. Though it probably adds to the effect of the bat wings because they're so thin. So yes, I think that's not bad. It has knocked the confidence a touch, but that's never a bad thing. That makes you press a little bit harder next time. And there will be a next time. I do like origami. It is fun and it is relaxing. Excuse me, it is relaxing. It just can be a bit, until you understand and master what each fold is, or at least get adequate at what each fold is, you will hit stumbling blocks in either reading instructions, watching instructions, looking pictures of instructions, or even just using your memory like I try to. So yes, I do have one other thing to show you, and it has got nothing to do with origami whatsoever. Just, I've been growing a lot of tomatoes this year, and one of the type of tomatoes, I think this is very apt for this video, this Halloween themed video. One of the types of tomato that I attempted to grow is the Grand Marmande. It's one that you use more for sauces than anything. And initially it went through some trials and tribulations, I'll be honest. I, when watering, broke the stem off completely at the bottom. So half panicked, half didn't. You know, common sense kicks in. I knew, well, chances are as long as I put it in water, give it a chance to reroot again, I can replant it. Then I had a look online and found out as long as you essentially splint the stalk back together, so say it's broke, as long as you put a splint in and tie it, it'll essentially mend itself. It'll knit like our bones do when we break our bones, you put a cast on and it eventually re-knits itself. So anyway, it did survive, but it didn't, well, it produced so far, and we're running out of time for it to produce any more, 3 tomatoes. So one of them, this one I have right here, I'm about to show you, this was the first one to come through. Now, looks relatively normal from that angle. If I turn it around and show you, I don't know if you can see this that well, but it's like conjoined twins meets I don't know what else. We obviously have a tomato here. We obviously have a sister or brother tomato going on here. And then when you look at the underside, it's got a tomato trying to grow out of the middle of both of them. Potentially more than one. And a massive split running up its bum there. And up here, up this bottom, running down there. And that's where this bottom would have been if it didn't seem to have another tomato erupting from the inside. And then I had to leave it out there for ages because it wouldn't ripe. This has been in the garden for about 2 months. A little bit smaller than this, but it wouldn't ripen. So I shifted the plant so it was more into the sun. And then the bottom started ripening, but the top wouldn't. So the bottom's all squishy and overripe, and the top is somewhat firm and where it should be. I'm not going to eat this. I can see the bottom. It doesn't look like the inside is edible anymore. It looks like it's suffering from Nurgle's rot or something. But it does look like it's worthy of something. Initially, when I could see it hanging like this, and this was much smaller, it looked like a duck, little duckling. That doesn't look like a duckling down there. That really doesn't. I don't know what that looks, well, I do know what it looks like, but I'm not going to say that on YouTube. So, I'm keeping him at the moment as a sort of centerpiece. So I do like the look of it. I am curious by it. I do want to know what's going on the inside, because this is all soft where it's overripe. This is not. This is relatively firm. This is definitely firm. So's this. But its insides are on show. So you know the insides are no longer really any good. There's not likely to be anything harbouring in there other than perhaps mould. But I did think he was most appropriate for this time of the year, because if ever I saw a scary looking tomato, I'm looking at it right now, especially from that angle. I'm definitely looking at a scary looking tomato. So I thought at very least I could share him with you all. Let him get a little bit of fame before time kicks in and he kicks the bucket. I might do something with him. I might try and do a little bit of pumpkin carving, but with a tomato. I don't think I'm going to risk touching the bottom. I think I might kill him straight away if I do that, but I might be able to get away. I've got to find the right place to go in with hollowing out his head, giving him a little face, or even if I just paint one on, then he can be a little Halloween mascot, and we'll see how long he can last for. So yeah, not origami, but definitely scary, definitely Halloween themed, especially that. Oh my days, if you could see what I could see. That'll be another reason for me to not just get a new camera, a new camcorder / camera, or even just use my phone so you could see the foul things that I'm seeing. Luckily it doesn't smell, otherwise I wouldn't be able to keep it in the house. And it hasn't got, you know, it's not at death's door right now, so it's not a risk to anyone's health. It's just a rather special tomato. So yeah, on the theme of Halloween, we have some lovely, lovely Halloween origami there, and a very scary tomato. Very scary. So we'll lay him down there. He can join the party, so he's no longer left out. So yeah, thank you so much for stopping by. I hope you had fun. I did have fun. It was trying at several points, and now my hands have warmed up enough that I might crack on with some more in a moment. See if I can think up any more that I at least have a fairly decent memory of. That's why I wanted to try, that's why I wanted to try the pumpkin, because it's kind of like, if you've seen the video where I did first reintroduction, shall we say, to origami, I did a frog, and you blow up his bum basically to blow him up. I think he is within reach. He is. This little guy, he's since deflated a little bit, but basically blow in there, puff him out, and from what I remember, we'll pop him over there because he can invade Halloween time if he wants. You know, witches put frogs in their broths and their cauldrons. From what I remember, the pumpkin is a similar style to that. It's lots and lots of folds, and you blow in it to expand it. I can't quite remember how many times I have to fold it, because it's a lot more than this. This was like 8 times, I think. And I definitely won't be able to do it with this. This is far too thick. So I will perhaps go now and try and find out my paper, my coloured paper, and just plain paper. There is some in that drawer. We'll focus on one thing at a time. I'm distracting myself. We will call it for now. You can go back over there, actually. I don't want you. I do want you, but I don't want you in the final shot. We'll call it there for now. And yeah, like I was saying, thank you so much for coming by and checking me out and seeing what we had to do today. I hope you've enjoyed it, and had a go as well. I do hope that you do have a go at these things. As I get a bit more polished in the memory sense, hopefully it can be a bit more instructional. It's sort of a learn and help me remember video. But yeah, if you do have a go, let me know, and it would be fun to hear and see if any of you suffered the same fates that I did, either through following me, or through poor memory yourself, or through not using the right paper for the job. Though I don't think that was much of a hindrance. It just made the folds really, really hard to get them nice and tight. So yeah, I hope to see you again soon. I thank you. I'm still enjoying this. I still feel so lucky to be able to try this. And yeah, take care.